Adam, Carolina's likely going to win this game. I don't think Lehigh is as good as Radford is. And I think the Tar Heels are the better team, as they should be. I think from the Carolina perspective, it's very much how do you build off what you did in game one? Can you be a little more consistent defensively? Can you continue to do the things that you saw offensively that everybody was so excited about after Monday night? Running, sharing the ball, getting the ball in the post, passing up good shots for great shots, etc. I don't think there's a lot of reason to overthink this one. I think no win. I mean, look, no win is guaranteed. I'm not suggesting that. But I do think Carolina's the better team, and if it plays to its strengths, should win the game.
Okay, a couple important things about Lehigh. Their coach is a doctor.
I've heard that, yes.
One of only two coaches, Division I coaches in the United States of America who have completed their PhD work, Jones.
Nice.
So I expect you to refer to him by the proper title throughout Sunday's action with the 2 o'clock tip-off. Secondly, picked second in the Patriot League, got a couple of first-place votes. Is the Patriot League that good? Not sure. We'll find out Sunday. Third, this gives me the opportunity to tell, again, I think probably for at least the second time on the pod, my all-time favorite Lehigh basketball story, which is, you might remember, Lehigh beat Duke in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Few years back.
2012.
A good year for Tar Heel basketball up until some things happened.
15 seed, Lehigh.
That was on, and another 15 beat another 2 that same day, I think.
Feel like maybe Missouri
was the 2.
and Norfolk State.
That could be. Okay, so that happened in Greensboro. The Lehigh win over Duke happened in Greensboro. Lehigh was going to play again on Sunday. It was sometime in the afternoon, early evening game. Sunday morning.
You know what happened that Sunday, Adam.
Yeah. No, I don't remember those guys because I choose not to. Sunday morning, a group of young Lehigh students were at Sutton's downtown Chapel Hill on Franklin Street having some breakfast because they had heard that was the place to go in Chapel Hill, and they had on their Lehigh gear. So, as you can imagine, they were incredibly popular.
Yeah.
They were also very friendly, and they got a standing ovation from Sutton's when they walked out of Sutton's to go to Greensboro with the Tar Heel fans assembled there on that Sunday morning, saluting their Lehigh heroes as they walked out, and just happened to be there that day, and that was a lot of fun, and those guys were nice. That being said, I hope their team loses Sunday, and that standing ovation for Lehigh was one of the final highlights of that Sunday, unfortunately.
Tyler Whitney Sidney is he averaged 13 points per game a year ago for Lehigh. He had a game high 23 in the victory in the loss to Cornell. One thing that Lehigh did pretty well in that game was rebound. They out-rebounded Cornell in the ball game, including 10 from don't know how to pronounce it.
Still early.
Last name is Moma.
Yeah. Well, and I don't think Carolina rebounded as well as it would have liked against Radford.
Yeah, I think that's what I was going to lead into. That is that I do think that was one of the areas coming out of Radford that you said, I mean, Tar Heels, I think, out-rebounded Radford by it was like 4 or 6. It wasn't a lot. And really, outside of Armando Baycott, the rebounding numbers weren't real stout. So I think that is an area that Tar Heels would like to improve in. I think Harrison Ingram can be a really good rebounder. I mean, he has some solid rebounding numbers in his career. He was better in that regard in the second half. Jalen Withers, I think, can be a good rebounder. He didn't play a ton against Radford. Remember, he's missed a lot of time in practice here over the last couple of weeks leading up to the season. So as he gets more integrated into what's going on, I think you'll see him more because he's got good size and really fluid athlete and can do a lot of different things. So that is an area to see if Carolina. I think I haven't spoken to Hubert Davis about it, but I would guess that he would want to be a little better in that regard.
Yeah, you need something from maybe like a Jalen Washington or a Zayden High, 2 recent podcasts.
Yeah,
to give you that.
Guys, you do not walk out of the studio until you pledge to us that you will be a solid rebounder.
When you write your name on the board, you are signing that you're gonna bid for every rebound, Jones.
Yes.
That's what Marvin Williams used to do.
Adam, anything that I'm not thinking about Sunday, it is a 2:00 game. We'll be on the air radio-wise at 1. Marcus Ginyard will be the analyst for this one with us on Sunday afternoon.
One of only 2 weekend home games between now and Christmas. So if you're on the fence, this is the one to come to.
Really? I didn't realize that.
Well, there's not a lot of home games between now and Christmas.
No. Tar Heels have this game and then UC Riverside, and then pack your bags because they're all over the place. They do have a couple, the Tennessee game and Charleston Southern.
That's after
Christmas. So, a lot of neutral site. Tar Heels are king neutral. So, looking forward to getting back in the Smith Center. It's so funny to me. So, I end up doing a bunch of radio calls during the week during football season where it's like I'll call one person and we talk, and then I hang up and I call the next person and we talk. And so a lot of them are the same questions because we're talking about the same stuff. So obviously most of the time, these are folks who are going to ask me kind of surface level questions because it's just like a quick 5-minute discussion. Right?
It's not as hard hitting as the pod.
No, of course not. Like, we know how Zayden High's family organizes their puzzle pieces, Adam. But so it's been funny this week. A lot of those have been, well, basketball started again, but they only beat Radford by 16. Okay. I thought it was a pretty good performance, actually, by Carolina. I thought Radford did some good things, as we talked about the other day. I would not take that as a negative, the game on Monday. Nothing about that game left me going, oh, boy, things are bad.
If that had been game 10.
Sure.
But it wasn't.
It was game 1.
Game 1.